Hello again, everybody. Welcome to OCVarsity.com. It's time to talk about this week in football. It's Week 10, the final week of the regular season, just a couple days away from when the playoff first-round seedings and pairings come out on Sunday. We'll have all that at OCVarsity.com. We'll get to that in a little bit. First of all, let's talk about the Week 10 games. So much is on the line here. I'm Steve Fryer here with Carlos Arias, Dan Albano. I'm doing well, thank you. First of all, let's take a look at the game on Thursday. That is a huge game. So many playoff implications. Carlos, you've been trying to run down all those scenarios online and in the paper all the time, trying to keep up with. Fountain Valley, Los Alamitos at Veterans Stadium in Long Beach on Thursday. It's a great game. Fountain Valley's 8-1, 3-1 overall, number 5 in the county. And then we got Los Al, which is 7-2 overall, 2-2 in league. If Los Al wins, I think it's going to come down to coin flips. If Fountain Valley wins, they're going to be either the number 2 or 3 team. And then if Newport Harbor, if they win and they play Esperanza, then Newport Harbor has that victory over Los Al. So he goes number 3. Los Al would have to hope for the wild card.
Is your head spinning already?
That's how I got to figure it out, fellas. So that's what I've got. This is a tough game for me to pick, but I'm going to put the onus on you to do this for us, Carlos.
Okay.
Who do you like?
Here's my theory in the Sunset League.
Go.
Whatever crazy thing could possibly happen will happen.
The doomsday scenario.
That means that Los Al is going to beat Fountain Valley, Esperanza is going to beat Newport Harbor, creating a 4-way tie for second place. Fountain Valley loses the coin flips, but gets the at-large berth.
Okay, well that's interesting. All right, Dan, what do you think?
Yeah, well, hey, I don't know how does Fountain Valley would not get the at-large berth if they lost? If
Yeah, they'd be 8-2. They have
8-2.
Yeah.
They'd be such a strong candidate. You know, Fountain Valley's coming off the shutout. Sometimes you have a loss. That's a good thing for a team to motivate them.
Not a loss in the Bell game. That was horrible.
But that was a big game for Fountain Valley, and so you start to wonder about their offense a little bit when they, Edison's got a great defense, one of the best defenses in Orange County. But I think, and then Los Al's coming off this really crazy victory over Esperanza last week, 21-19, and I think Los Al's going to get the victory. I think it is a very tough game to call, Steve, but I think Los Al's defense is outstanding. I think what they can do in the secondary is going to really cause Fountain Valley some trouble. I think Nick Richardson's is really running well right now. Of course, we got a great running back matchup with Kyle Motorbrooks in this game, but yeah. I like Los Al.
I keep going back and forth on this, but I'm going to go with Fountain Valley because I think they're just a better team. I think Kyle Middlebrook's fantastic. Nothing against Nick Richardson. That Los Al defense, as you said, is outstanding. But I think Fountain Valley, getting out of the Bell game, I think all the emotion, the weirdness around the Bell game maybe took them out of the game somewhat. Edison played great, and great teams will make good teams look bad, and that happened in this one. I keep going back and forth, but I like Fountain Valley just by the tiniest margin in this game.
I like my Sunset League crazy scenario, though.
Yeah,
I think that always seems to happen in this league.
In the last 3 years, these teams have played a lot of low-scoring games. Could be interesting.
Yeah.
I've really been impressed. Last week, I was really impressed with the Los Alamitos linebackers. They did a great job against Esperanza and had to really adjust it in the second half.
Well, it's going to be a fantastic game either way at Veterans Stadium on Thursday. Looking down at the games on Friday, we've got a great one in the Freeway League. This is the one everybody's been waiting for to see in the Freeway League, and that's La Habra against Fullerton over at Fullerton High School. They're both 4-0 in league. They're both 8-1 overall. La Habra's, played the better schedule, playing Los Al, who they lost to, playing San Clemente, who they beat in the non-league thing. I think La Habra wins this game by a pretty good margin. Josh Quezada should be back for this game. He's been ill, but I think La Habra is just so good, and they can throw the ball. They're very good on defense. I think La Habra wins this one by a couple touchdowns. Carlos?
Josh Quezada's playing unless he has the Ebola virus. That guy he's not going to miss this game. These teams, this is a great rivalry in North Orange County. One of the best matchups all the time. Fullerton might be able to hang with La Habra for a while, but when Josh Quezada decides that I'm going to score, I'm going to, get a yard, it happens. I mean, the guy he wills La Habra to victory.
You're going to make it unanimous, Dan?
I make it unanimous, yeah. I like La Habra. I like the way Fullerton is running the ball. And I think they're playing some really good football right now.
Yeah.
But I think it's another step up with La Habra. This is, like I've said before, this is why La Habra plays that big schedule, so they can take care of things in league and in the playoffs. So I like La Habra in this game as well.
The last one we're going to look at is in the South Coast League. Two teams that are 4-0 in the South Coast League. Dana Hills at Mission Viejo. Dana Hill's having a fantastic season, a lot of fun to watch, very entertaining team, so many good players all over the field. I think Mission Viejo, I got another 2-touchdown margin in this one, guys. Mission Viejo is
No,
so good.
No way on that one.
Really?
No.
I like Dana Hills as my favorite team in the county this year.
I think
can't win.
I don't think it's.
Yeah,
I think I like the way. I think Dana Hill's going to make this game really close. I am picking Mission Viejo, but I think Dana Hill shows how special a team it is this week, and I think the offenses are pretty comparable for me. I like the diversity that Dana Hills can present. I think Josh Dean is a scrambling quarterback. He's going to give that Mission Viejo a different look, that defense a different look. I like the all senior line at Dana Hills. All senior line, they can run it, they can throw it. They got their own Preston King this year and the Kearney kid. Special teams will be big, but I think it comes down to defense, and I think Mission Viejo's got the better defense. Dana Hills is kind of a bend but don't break defense. Their special teams could really even that out, but I think Dana's super hungry.
Right.
This is the biggest game maybe in Dana Hill's school history, and but Mission Viejo's plenty hungry too. They're at home. And they haven't won the league title the past 2 years. So
Dana's never won a league championship.
Yeah.
This is the closest they're ever going to get, and their offense is way more dynamic than Mission. Mission has a hard time getting the ball to Joey Branker. That's the best player on their team.
Yeah, he's a playmaker.
If they
Wide
get it to
receiver.
Joey Branker, boom, they go off.
Well, they like to run the ball, right, Carlos?
They do. But
Right.
but when they
Xavier Edwards and
when they
some,
go in the air though, man, to
Jake
Branker,
Marshall.
action.
when they go in the air to
Dallas
Branker, they are
Kessler.
devastating. But that's the problem. They don't get it to him enough.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be a crazy week, and we're just a couple days away from the playoff pairings coming up. We're going to have those Sunday at OCVarsity.com. As soon as we get them, you'll get them, and keep track of those playoff pairings. We've got the final week of football. We've got girls volleyball playoffs, water polo playoffs. So much going on at OCVarsity.com. We've got you covered.